quiet.
Hello and welcome to your new summer job.
Too
New and
quiet.
improved Freddy Fazbear.
Am I okay? Oh my god, I'm gonna die! Oh, I'm not gonna die. Where's Chica? I still haven't found Chica. Wine.
Hello Internet, welcome to Music Theory, the show where Rick Biao takes over game theory to explain the lore of 21 Pilots. Wait, you do know about the lore of 21 Pilots, right? No? Anyone? Oh, just me, okay. One question that's been back in my mind recently is why there really isn't much music in the earlier FNAF games. I mean, there's jingle here, jingle there, as a reference to jump scare or some hidden lore in the game. But the game itself doesn't have like a full out-fledged soundtrack like its recent games made by Steelwolf. So as an exercise in learning how to make video game music, I decided to try to make my own makeshift soundtrack for the game.
Abby?
So for night one, I wanted to have a little piano melody. I got the idea after remembering a video I saw by the band AJR demonstrating how they made the song Bang. So I tried to find some tutorials on how to make like piano chords in BandLab because I don't really play piano that much. I couldn't really find like a proper tutorial, but I found this short by California Smash trying to do a cover of Train on Junebox. So I decided to just go to Junebox and like make some similar sounding chords. And then after like doing some experimentation and changing the key from C to A, because Junebox will just like set your music to a certain key, but you can like change it around. Eventually I got this decent melody. So then I decided to add yet another music box melody. Now, in this one, I actually noticed I actually left a little bit of a quiet space at the beginning of it, but I decided to like maybe keep it that way because it might sound good to the player. Because sometimes if something is just being repetitive too much, it might be a little annoying to the player. So I kind of just left it there on purpose. And if you don't really like it, just leave your thoughts below, and I'll try not to make that mistake next time. And then I decided to add a retro synth from BandLab. I just pressed the DJL key to make another decent ambient rhythm to the game. And I think it sounded pretty good. Had a good rhythm, somewhat decent beat.
I can't do nights.
Debbie? Can I play Debbie? Because I felt a connection when I entered this office, and I don't know, I feel like you did too.
So for night two, I basically made another simple music box melody in Junebox. And then I made another simple synth pattern in BandLab. I don't quite remember the name of the synth that I used, but at first I played this that way they both start at the same time. but then I figured we should have the synth play a little bit later, so I just moved it a little further up, and I think it sounded just a little bit better.
This is Sparta!
Are you challenging me?
For night 3, I also wanted to try something very different from what I've been usually doing. I wanted to see if I could try to be a bit more ominous by using as few sounds as possible, because it's like the middle of the night and the intensity kind of ramps up in the game. So first I was trying to like experiment with some like different synths and stuff in BandLab, but later on, as I worked on the other parts of it, I decided to just not add synths into this one, and use a box melody in this one for a change. But what I did do is in Junebox I got an Atari bass preset, and I just created this quick repetitive melody that I imagine would kind of just repeat throughout the entire night. Not changing speeds or anything, just stay the same. And I think this one might be ominous sounding depending on your point of view.
So, would you kindly do me the favour of explaining this?
For night 4, I wanted to experiment with some of the instruments that they had in BandLab, and I found one called a chip organ, and I made a somewhat decent rhythm for it. And then I went to Junebox and I created this cool intro with the distortion guitar preset and a string synth. It makes this like a sound. And then I went to BandLab and then I used one of the pre-made drum beats with their built-in drum machine and just made like a really slow, quiet beat to go. So for night 5, we want to try something a little special. I actually want to try to implement some like rock music into this one. So the first thing I did is I went to BandLab and I went for the instruments. I found one called a Dirty Power Chord, and then just quickly typed 3 keys and made that. And then I went to Junebox and I got inspired by the music video Drum Show by 21 Pilots, where Josh Tyler is like strumming this bass guitar. I used a distortion guitar preset to make it sound like it's strumming. and then I just add some drums. And then for like the last couple of seconds, like I imagine this would take place during the end of the final night, is you would hear this like music box tune that gets progressively faster and faster until the night's over. I thought that would be like a really cool way to end the night shift. So that's my theoretical soundtrack. Obviously, I'm not perfect. I'm still relatively new to making music. I just figured I'd do these videos as a practice. That way, when I make my own video games, I can actually make good music for my games. And remember, this is just a theory, a music theory. Keep on rocking.
Let's go! Music Man!